Going everyone, it's Bales and welcome back to another AFL Fantasy Daily News recap. So we've got plenty of news going on in the world of football today, so let's get stuck straight into the news. The biggest story coming out of today is that Harry Sheezel will be making his debut for North Melbourne against West Coast on Saturday afternoon. So number three draft pick, I should say, make his debut. As a forward, I think we just lock him in. All pre-season, we pretty much locked him in. It was just a matter of time before he got named. So, yeah, fantastic news for him and good luck to him in his debut. Looking forward to seeing what he can do for North Melbourne. But, yeah, lock him into your forward lines. But Harry Sheezel's not the only debutant being named this weekend. So, West Coast have named all of Reuben Ginbey, Campbell, and Noah Long to all make their debuts against North Melbourne on Saturday afternoon. So, Ginbey, 284k defender mid. I think, again, he's been locked into all our sides this preseason, so this is even more reason to put him in your side if you didn't have him already. Campbell as well. People were sort of unsure if he was going to get a game round one, but he has been named, so you can safely put him into your team, probably on your bench to start with, but yeah, put him into your teams. And also, Noah Long has also been named for West Coast, so he's a 200k mid forward. So he was one that we weren't sure we were going to get. We didn't know after he didn't play much of the practice games, but he is making his debut. So I think we can all put him into our sides, and he could even go in our utility. He can go to our mid bench, but he could also go on our forward bench. So he is one that you can consider. But yeah, we'll just have to see what other rookies we get. But at this stage, he should be one that you could consider on your benches. Next on the agenda as well is that Cam McKenzie and Fergus Green, even though they haven't been officially named to debut for Hawthorn on the weekend, it is expected that the duo will make their debuts for Hawthorn. As Sam Mitchell said, the game's on Sunday, so still got a couple of days before they officially look at announcing debutants and announcing new faces and really looking at their round one team. So expect those two guys to be in the round one team. Touk Miller as well, looks like he'll be fit, ready to go for Gold Coast round one game. And then Bailey Humphrey, though, will be, unfortunately, a week or two away. So if you were hoping for him to be there in round one as maybe a forward option for you or even a bench option, I'd be looking elsewhere just for the time being. Maybe if say, like an Ollie Hollands or someone goes massive in round one, if you've got them on your bench, you can bring Bailey Humphrey in sort of on the anticipation that you're thinking he may get a game early. But that is a risky play. But obviously, if Hollands goes out and get a 110 or something like that, you're probably going to take it. So, but Touk Miller, I wouldn't be starting with him anyway, just because of that hamstring and niggle in the preseason. So I would be looking at other options, especially he's such an expensive price. So I would be looking for other guys there. Taron Thomas is going to continue playing in the VFL. We'll be playing the practice match this week until he gets his conditioning right and sorts all the off-field stuff that's been going on. Until that's all sorted, then he'll be available for selection for North Melbourne. So if you did have him as a bit of an option there, be crossing him off and then be looking at other options as well. Arthur Jones won't be making his debut, unfortunately, for Bulldogs this weekend. He's been ruled out through injury. Same with Cody Waitman as well. So I think that could potentially impact Toby McLean and his role in round one and potentially the early rounds. He may play a bit more deep forward. So that is something to note because just with those two small forwards being out. But then again, if they bring in a couple of small forwards, maybe he does push it more onto that wing. But that is just something to keep in mind if you were looking at McLean there. I think a few people did call him, but if you were keen, just something to note. Dane Zorko, Darcy Gardner and Callum Archie have all been ruled out for Brisbane for their game this week against Port Adelaide. So that does open the door, though, for both Darcy Wilmot and Connor McKenna to make their debuts. Again, no official announcement on those. Wilmot not a debut, but McKenna would be debut for the club. No official announcement that they will be making their round one team, but just something to note that they could open the door for them. Jaden Short, Dion Prestia, Tom Lynch, all fit, ready to go for Thursday night. So Jaden Short's been a guy a few people have been looking at as a sort of a guy that will gain DPP in round 6. Maybe not starting selection in your side, but just round 6, if he gets defender status, could be up amongst those top defenders. And then lastly as well, Wayne Miller, he looks good to go after missing the week before their practice game against West Coast. So he will be playing, it looks like, for Adelaide against GWS on Sunday afternoon. So Scott Burns there saying that it's good that he had 8 quarters in the preseason, so they didn't really need to see too much more. It's probably not a bad thing that he was away for 8 to 10 days, just so he wasn't getting knocked around a potential injury. So looks good for Wayne Miller. I don't know if I'd start with him, but just keep him on your notebook that if he starts well, he could be an option that you could consider bringing into your side as well. So there you go. There you have it. That's all the daily news. I'm sure there'll be stuff coming out after this, so apologies if it's not included in this video, but yeah, plenty of stuff coming out. And plenty of stuff will keep coming out up until the season opener on Thursday night, and then even after that with all the team news and stuff on Thursday. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so if you can help me reach that, it'd be very much appreciated. And turn notifications on so you don't miss when I go live or upload any content in the future. All links are in the description below. Go and follow all my socials there as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another daily news recap. I'm out. Cheers.